Hello, welcome to Gothic Androgyn and Touching the Spirit. Today we're going to talk about raven as a spirit animal. Ravens are harbingers of secret wisdom, and also they're one of the species of birds that actually mate for life. So they have one partner in their lifetime, and they will go through a extensive mourning period if that partner dies. They're usually solitary creatures, but they do, if they are going to work together, work in pairs. So we're going to talk a little bit about what raven symbolizes, as well as give some basic information, and how to work with raven, especially if you have ADHD. So let's get started. So ravens stand for mystery. They're magicians, they're shamans, they're harbingers of omens, sometimes considered shapeshifters. They represent the higher conscious. They are courageous, and they bring synchronicities. So if raven comes to you, that usually means that magic is near, and that they are messengers from beyond the veil and other worlds. Ravens hold secret knowledge, and they're considered to be extremely magical and creatures of divination. They are considered to be winged spirit advisors of the subconscious and have hidden knowledge, as well as access to ancestral information, ancient wisdom, and the esoteric. They represent the energy of the universe, and they can help us to create and make our dreams come true. They are symbols of continual learning and becoming the higher self and reaching enlightenment. Ravens are usually considered creatures of the darkness, and even though within them they hold a powerful light which sometimes is cloaked, they do not fear the dark, and their courage runs deep, so do not test them. They are totems of creativity, compassion, and a deep love. At times that can be very painful. That partnership between them, working together, that bond is very strong. They are natural philosophers, and they have access to the collective unconscious, as well as the ability to decode dreams and images that come from the subconscious. So, for example, when we dream, we don't usually dream literally in a linear fashion. The mind and the Akash gives us symbols and images and things that are not direct. We can call upon Raven to help decipher those and understand the meaning of our dreams. They are knowledgeable messengers and help us, especially with our inner journey, so that we can reach deep inside who we are and go to those dark places within our soul that sometimes we are afraid of, or at least our inner child tries to hide from. They can help us work through hidden trauma, which is trapped within our minds, as well as can manifest in our physical bodies, kind of like shoulder pain, back pain, things like that. And once we do that necessary shadow work and go back and tell our inner child who was wounded when we were young that they are no longer in danger, and make sure we heal that open wound and close up that scab, then that inner child can be released from a cycle of karma, and we can gain that hidden wisdom that was blocked from us because of a pain that was still a wound that was not healed. Raven can help us go into the dark to bring about the light and help us heal ourselves. And so, like I said before, ravens do mate for life. They are one of few avian creatures that actually do that. They have an elaborate mating dance that they go through, and if their mate dies, they will, it is said, mourn for over 1 to 2 years before they even consider trying to find a new mate. Again, they do work best in pairs, but if separated, they will be separate until they find each other again. And once they are paired, it is usually considered that they are a force to reckon with. So, usually when I talk about spirit animals, I talk about working with them in relationship to ADHD and calming ruminations and kind of getting in touch with our higher self, as well as working on taming some of that executive function difficulties that come and communication issues that come with ADHD. So one of the things that we can do is to call upon Raven to help give us guidance, especially if we're in a period of negative self-talk and rumination, and ask Raven to enlighten us to what is in the dark. A lot of times, we may pick up on the energy of other people and sense that there's something off or something dark there. Raven, who can see beyond the veil, behind that into what is hidden, can help give us some insight of what that we are sensing is off. Sometimes people with ADHD, they may not be able to play the intricate neurotypical dance of communication, but we can sense if there are games being played and manipulation. And so if you sense that, if all of a sudden you're talking to someone and, it goes south, or for some reason, they're like, why are you acting like that? Or, some neurotypical person just lashes out at you or has some strange reaction, that doesn't seem to warrant the conversation. They may be picking up on, the ADHD person's energy, and, the ADHD person may be sensing that something is a little strange. Raven can help us see that subconscious energy and understand. If you are working and meditating and doing shadow work, you can call upon Raven to help you access the subconscious and work on healing deep childhood trauma, forgiving your inner child, and making sure that they understand, if you were an adult, that, your inner child is safe. And in order to work through some of that hidden trauma, you need to reassure the inner child and do that shadow work. Sometimes it's difficult to sit in those painful memories, but unless we do that, they will continue on and creep into our conscious mind. And if we don't deal with it, they'll cause issues. So, yeah, it's okay to, linger as you're working on healing your trauma, but do not get stuck. Sometimes those dark energies try to do that. But know that you are a warrior and your past does not define you. So yes, Raven, let's move forward and move on. A raven teaches us that you are stronger than you know. Don't stop. Don't let anybody hold you back.